What's the way, spectators? We are back at it again with night 2 of WrestleMania 40 predictions. The biggest WrestleMania card of all time. Wrestling is cool again. We got my boy Complex on the line.
What's up?
Yes, sir. Like, we got 6 more matches to talk about on night 2. First match for the World Heavyweight title. Seth freaking Rollins versus Drew McIntyre. Who are you picking?
I want Seth to retain, but I feel like, I don't know, I feel like this match can go either way. I'm not gonna lie, I was never a big Drew McIntyre fan, but as of recently, the hating that Drew McIntyre has been on has made me a fan.
Oh yeah, that was the hey, when we was talking about the I think the brother versus brother match, I mentioned 3 dudes that's in line for the player hater of the year, and that was the 4th guy, the slip off that I forgot. Yeah, Drew McIntyre. He is
McIntyre hater.
One of the biggest player haters to come out of 2024.
He's doing this shit on line and sticking to it. Like, even down to the merch. It's like literally hating. And it's like, hating shouldn't be a good thing. Because you're making me feel good that you were hating this, like you're so good at it.
Mm-hmm. He's being a fucking asshole.
If Drew gets it, it's like cool. I feel, but also I feel like Drew will get it because also you got Clash at Castle. I think that's what it's called.
Yeah, Clash at the Castle. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, and that's over in Drew McIntyre's country. I feel like they may let him get it just off of that alone. And I seen earlier that WWE released the poster for Clash at the Castle.
Oh, I ain't seen that yet.
Yeah, and a lot of people feel like it's a spoiler.
I'm looking at let me see. I'm gonna be real with you. Some of they posters been looking like movie posters lately. Like, they need to keep up the work.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, especially the way they're filming these wrestlers now. Like, last night when they filmed Seth backstage, and then him walking out into the arena with his theme song all in one, I'm like, no, that was hard.
I ain't peeped that. I was watching Raw last night while also drawing at the same time.
They definitely had Seth and Drew McIntyre exchanged a couple words backstage, and then it just went into Seth.
Oh,
the curtains and music playing and shit, and I'm like, yeah, that was hard.
Oh, I remember now, like when he was like, "I'm not dead yet," and Drew was talking about. Yeah. Hey, no, like last week though, it just like the dynamics of turning face or turning heel, depending on like the wrestlers, it just have great positive ramifications for their career. Like, cause like it just like for like the past, like for a minute, ever since he dropped the World Heavyweight title or the WWE title, he hasn't really like it's just like nothing really stuck with Drew McIntyre. But then like him turning heel. And like just being frustrated with his position, speculated that he might haven't resigned, and maybe he has resigned since he like kind of giving us like his best character work. Like him like pulling up to the arena while the fans is like trying to get let in and blasting CM Punk music. That man, please put the world title on him. Alright, so I don't want Seth Rollins to win. I mean, I want Seth Rollins to win, but I wouldn't be mad if Drew McIntyre wins because he kind of deserves a world title run after winning the title and closed doors with Jared. Because like that, I remember that's when everything was shut. Like the pandemic shut everything down.
Thing I feel bad for him with. Like I feel like anything that really happened during that time was like a true experience for that wrestler. Like the fact that Drew McIntyre was like, he was at home watching WrestleMania with his wife and shit, and you're just seeing this happen. It's like, yeah, this is a true experience for you, man.
I want to say last year WrestleMania with him, Sheamus, and Gunther, that was a banger match, and I love how Sheamus and Drew was like beefing prior to the match, and like just hitting the shit, just slapping the shit out of each other. And then like later on, they backstage. Like I see a post on Instagram, they backstage cooling it and drinking their ass off. I'm like, I fuck with it. It's like some anime shit. Like I remember I was watching see, I watched One Piece before everybody and their grandma started to work the shaft. No Diddy on it. So I remember like 10 years ago, like I'm not sure how deep into One Piece you are. No Diddy, like Luffy and Zolo was fighting, but it was over like a misunderstanding, and like Luffy sitting there laughing it off, and like Zolo like it's like nigga, we almost killed each other because like you didn't you misconstrued like what the fuck was going on. I want Sheamus to return at Raw at the Mania. I miss Sheamus. Oh, I'm deviating off topic, but yeah, I wouldn't be. I would be good if Seth Rollins wins, but I feel like all this with the bloodline is going to eventually take its toll on him, and Drew McIntyre is going to exploit that because we like a couple weeks ago we did see like a segment. There's like there was a segment on Raw. I forgot who was talking to who, but in the background we saw Drew McIntyre talking to Paul Heyman. So maybe we'll see a cultivation of that at Mania. So like I'm okay with whoever wins the match.
Yeah, I'm okay with either one. I know the Clash at the Castle poster in the front has Cody Rhodes.
Oh yeah, I see it now.
So this looks like spoiler.
Yeah, all the victors at Mania. Yeah, it looks like a spoiler. That's a hard poster though. Alrighty. Match number... We good to move on to the next match?
Yep.
Alright, match number 2. Io Sky versus Bayley for the WWE Women's Championship.
I say Bayley, and my main reason for Bayley is because I don't know what is going on with Bayley, but it's like you won the Royal Rumble and we're hearing nothing.
Right.
Like you're barely in any posters. Like nobody. Like I just find it wild. Like I said, you win the Royal Rumble, and most people who win the Royal Rumble, like that's a big thing. Like you're not in the main event, but we're barely hearing anything from this. You know, so I feel like she's just not getting the attention she should get.
Yeah, because I think like the crowd, like the WWE universe, really embraced Bayley winning the Rumble.
Yeah,
it's Bayley.
Even though I forgot who the last couple of people was in the Rumble.
Let me see if I can find it real quick. Let's see, Wiki Royal Rumble 2024 Rumble. 2024. Alright, who was the last people in the Royal Rumble? Well, I just also want to point out too, like I know I'm deviating off topic, but it was a WC and Jordan Grace from TNA in the Royal Rumble. Roxanne Perez, Jade Cargill, Tiffany Stratton, and Liv Morgan was the last 4.
Okay, so I knew Jade wasn't one in. Even though it was good to see I could do offer, she wasn't one that.
Oh yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I popped for Liv Morgan when she came out.
Liv Morgan and what is it, Tiffany Stratton?
Mm-hmm.
Tiffany's gonna be something big one day. I can already see it.
Hell yeah.
And Liv is doing good also right now. I know a lot of people say Liv has gotten a lot of chances. I feel like she can do really good.
Like Liv is that she's that underdog that you just want to see win.
Yeah.
And like when she got caught with the pounds. Like so free Lil Morgan shirts. I would have got that shit, man.
Which I'm surprised that he didn't go too hard on her about that.
I want to say because like a couple years ago, like Randy Orton, who is a cannabis smoker, get it off the wellness policy, and I think it was like somewhere around 420 when Matt Riddle and Randy Orton were still RK Bro. I was reading something from the dirt sheets, and I want to say this. It's like the 3rd or 4th time I'm mentioning I read something from dirt sheets. Can't take everything with a dirt sheet with a grain of salt, but I read from the dirt sheet that they quietly, like they pretty much say y'all can smoke weed, just be responsible with it. That's all. Yeah, because like a lot of them.
I didn't hear that. I did hear a lot of wrestlers like this recently.
Yeah, because like a lot of them like do it like to help them fall asleep, and also like it's also like something you can do like to help heal from injuries faster and stuff. I think Steve Austin put the booze down and that nigga started rolling papers. So we getting off topic, but shout out to Steve Austin. I just found out the other day he's a cat person. I want Bayley to win the Royal Rumble. I mean not the Royal Rumble, at Mania. I love Io Sky. I love Bailey, but I love Bailey more than I love Io Sky. It's just a simple fact that I seen Bailey go from the hugger girl from NXT to helping her homegirl Sasha Banks at Battleground one year to her finding her own, to her and Bailey, Sasha Banks winning tag titles, to people kind of start fucking with Bailey for a little minute until she came back. The season premiere of SmackDown came out with a new look. Said fuck this hugging shit. It's time to turn heel. Time to be a villain for a little minute, and slowly just reinvented herself and put some personality, like more her personality to it. It's been a vibe just seeing Bailey develop all that time, and I feel like she deserves this. Like so, she deserves this. And it sucks that as like everybody, the WWE universe is unanimous with wanting Bailey to win the championship. As that, and I just wish WWE will keep that same energy because I'm just peeping it as well. Like she's not on the freaking cover of WrestleMania. She's not on the cover of Clash of Castle, and I think she won the freaking Royal Rumble. Yeah. Like so, Bailey, you got the streets wanting you to win, Bailey. All right, so we ready to move on to the next one. Mm-hmm. All righty, this is going to be this is going to be. I feel like this is going to be a fun match. LA Knight versus AJ Styles. The war of two men with two letters in the first part of their name. Yeah.
And we got one who was a certified hater who drove hours.
Oh my god, that's another one.
He talks off the whole match. The match sitting there in 30 hours for it,
Hey, I'm gonna be real. I don't know what the fuck LA Knight did to AJ Styles. I don't know what the fuck that nigga did for him to come back swole as hell and then kick the shit out of that nigga LA Knight. I don't know what the hell LA Knight did. But
yeah, cause AJ Knight did come back swole, boy.
Hell yeah, bro. Like, I have nothing, bro. Like, I want nothing, no Diddy shit, bro. I want nothing but the best for AJ Styles, bro. Like, that's my fucking guy. He a Georgia boy. That nigga was in the Dying Days of WCW. That nigga was Mr. TNA. That shit was a fucking vibe. That nigga came to WWE. Let me put up his time in New Japan when he was the second leader of Bullet Club. Like, which was probably was the reason like WWE decided to sign him. Like he was the face of SmackDown during the SmackDown Live era. Like I fuck with LA Knight. That's my boy too. Like, but I'm gonna go with AJ Styles because like it just I don't know why I don't have an AJ Styles shirt yet.
I'm gonna go with LA only because he hasn't won the championship yet, and I feel like he hasn't gotten to that level yet. I like AJ Styles has reached that level. Like AJ Styles can at least say he's held the WWE championship.
I feel like AJ Styles is just doing side missions. Like he good, he just doing side missions and like still relevant.
Yeah. He's definitely just pretty much chilling out, like having fun with it and everything. It's just I kind of want to see LA Knight win. Just kind of I feel like LA Knight is like the underdog. Also, it's just like seeing LA Knight is so much stuff, and it's like, dang man, you've been here for a good minute. It's like just even seeing like things like early 2000s, and it's like, bro, what were you a security guard backstage? Like there'll be stuff like that, and you're like, dang man, like you've been at this for a minute, like a good minute. So it's like. I want to see him on top at some point. I know a lot of people feel stuff away about LA Knight. People sound like he just stole his whole gimmick from The Rock and Stone Cold.
I'm gonna let you finish, and I'm gonna say something about that.
I do see The Rock and Stone Cold in his gimmick, but I don't think he stole it from them. I think it's more so like influence. It's kind of like certain like artists or rappers or whatever and stuff like that, and you can like listen to them and be like, oh, I could tell you listen to this person. Like, I could tell if I listen to Roddy Ricch or somebody that, oh, you listen to Young Thug and Future. Why? Because I can hear the influence. You don't sound like them, but I can hear their sound in you.
That's a good analogy.
The same way with LA Knight. Like, you watch them and you was able to pretty much just make your own gimmick, but with their influence. You know, it's like Arsham Johnson, how Arsham said Johnson was a childhood hero.
Shout out to Truth. Shout out to CMPLXX.
Which is crazy because you're older than us.
Or how he always wanted to be in Judgment Day since he was a little baby.
Our Super Judgment Day was gold.
Hell yeah.
That right there, that was some gold right there.
That man, LA Knight, that man has been around for a minute. Shit, I'm just finding out that buddy was in a Triple H workout video, and that man, like he was doing that man was doing the since day one. And like what really put me on the LA Knight, like I knew who he was prior to him joining WWE when he was Eli Drake and TNA, and when he was like chilling in the NWA for a minute. We're gonna make a video about that too. I want your honest opinion, but when he popped up at NXT, when he was he popped up as LA Knight, I was like, hold on, why the heck is like what kind of weird name is LA Knight? But but that man was spitting on the mic, and that man had the freshest fit with the blue and white, the blue and white J's. I was like, all right, he gonna be something. But I'm still going for my boy AJ Styles, because props for him on this grand villain arc he's doing right now. And I also want to say at one point in time that man AJ Styles had the freshest wrestling boots in the game. I just wanted to say that when he was in TNA.
I gotta go back and look at his TNA.
Bro, deviating off topic again, but I gotta say this. I've been watching a lot of the old WCW stuff with like Sting when before he retired. That man is a G, bro.
Oh yeah.
All right, ready to move on to the next match? All right, we got a triple threat match for the United States Championship, and we got your boy Logan Paul versus Randy Orton versus Kevin Owens. Who you got to win this match?
I want Randy to win, but let me talk about Logan.
Go for it.
When Logan first got to WWE, I was like, why?
Mm-hmm.
You know, I was like, why is he going to WWE? You know, and I never really had a problem with Logan Paul. You know, I said like, I was never one of them haters like hating Jake Paul and Logan Paul, because I just never really cared about them in general, like to really throw stuff away.
Mm-hmm.
But my thing was, I was just like, why is Logan Paul coming to WWE? I felt like WWE just at some point would just sign them people and shit. So when I seen him wrestle, I'm not gonna lie, I was like, oh, he's a natural.
Yeah.
I was like, I can't say nothing bad.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, a couple things may need some work, but it was like, the match, like, his first match was entertaining. I'm like, oh, I fuck with dude, and I'm like, you know what? The more I see him, and the more he talked, I was like, he's good. He is smart with what he's doing, because people already don't like him in real life. So all he has to do is continue being himself in WWE. And it's like be the douchebag, be the dickhead, and shit. That's all you gotta do, you know. So every Logan match I've seen so far has been entertaining.
Yes.
And I know a lot of people don't like Logan Paul for him as a person. You know, so I don't really know too much about him as a person to not like him. But I just like his wrestling. I'm giving him credit. I feel like some people are just naturals. Like even Bad Bunny, when he did wrestle for a couple of times in WWE. Bad Bunny is technically a natural.
Yes.
Good, and I'm like, I'm saying to my girl, like, for somebody who never wrestled, for you to get in the ring and then go on the top rope and then jump on somebody else and then get right back up like it's nothing, I'm sorry, you gotta be athletic and natural at this shit. Cause I said, I'm letting you know right now, I'm not jumping off a top rope and getting right back up. I'm gonna stay down for a couple of minutes, man.
I'll be real with you, y'all. I'm like, you good? Like, nah, bro. I just jumped off the fucking top rope of a wrestling ring. Let me chill for a minute.
Let me lay here, bro. Like, come on, man. But yeah, so Logan Paul, like, I'm gonna give him his credit. He is natural. I do feel like he's going to be bigger than he is right now in WWE. But I do want Randy to win. I just want Randy to win one more championship.
Yeah. Hey, I feel the same way about you with Logan Paul. That when he first got signed, I thought it was like a big ass reach, but he's doing his job when when he's being a heat magnet. He's doing his job as a heel, so like he's technically sounding the ring, and like you said, you can't say anything bad about his in ring where it's just going nowhere but up. It's like he like him talking on the mic, being a douchebag, like you said, is like he's being himself. Like if you can sit there and generate as long as it's not go away heat, it doesn't feel like go away heat. It feels just like us like being invested and hating them, but like I don't know. Like he works in WWE, and you never know. Like 5 years down the line, like every time like somebody enters something new, that like they have a stigma where they where they was before. Like the Miz being a reality star before he was WWE, but him being in WWE so long and accomplishing all these things while he in WWE, that shit shook off the stigma. Or AJ Styles one point in time being synonymous with TNA. Yeah, you still can say he's synonymous with TNA, but he's been in WWE so long, and he was able to carve his own lane outside of TNA that that you don't get that stigma of him no more. And when Cody got the WWE, first couple months he shook that stigma off immediately. So for Logan Paul, I just feel like it's a matter of time that we start looking at him as a douchebag clout influencer. And we start acknowledging him as a technically sound wrestler. So I could just say about that. Randy Orton, that's the same thing with AJ Styles and Bayley. That's fucking Randy Orton, bro. So when like Randy Orton, that man could be a savage when he needs to be. Like I like this face, Randy Orton. Like he seemed like he real chill. Like he said, like I ain't gonna be a dickhead this time around. And then. That's my boy Kevin Owens. I love Kevin Owens, no Diddy. Like I think he's a phenomenal wrestler. He can play both the face. He can be a hilarious face or a fucking dickhead heel. So but who I want to win for this match, I'll say Kevin Owens because Kevin Owens like been beefing with Logan Paul a little longer, and Randy Orton just kind of just got up in the mix a little bit.
Yeah, I can see that. Either way, I know that's gonna be an entertaining match.
It's gonna be an entertaining match. I feel like Kevin Owens is gonna do something to Logan Paul. All right, the Pride, Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits with B5 versus the Final Testament, Karrion Kross and the Authors of Pain with Scarlett and Paul Ellering. All right, so
this is a match I don't care for like that.
Agreed.
So Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits.
I'm gonna be real.
Bobby Lashley. I don't know how I feel about Bobby because he is a great wrestler. I really think, me personally, how I kind of look at Bobby is how I look at Shelton Benjamin when he was wrestling. Great body, no Diddy. Wrestling wise, great. Mic skills, not so great. And I feel like as a wrestler, unless you have a manager, your mic skills got to be on point.
Right.
And I know at one point, Bobby Lashley did have a manager. Yeah, MVP.
Which is great.
And I wish they bought it. I wish they bought it back.
In the Hurt Business.
Yeah, I thought that was a good thing they had going on, but. Hopefully they bring her business back.
Yeah, that shit pissed me off, man.
Yeah, I hope they bring it back because that actually was pretty good. The MVP was actually pretty good.
Yeah, like MVP as a manager, fucking solid. Like with the little pimp king, like that he had walking with him, bro. Like, it was like I just want to say this right now. MVP was a superstar that WWE dropped the ball on years ago because he left when he was in his freaking prime.
It was just strange to see somebody like I forgot what MVP match it was, but somebody was like, "It's crazy if you think about it," because MVP when he was wrestling back then was a mid carder, but it didn't feel like MVP was just pretty good. Like I wouldn't be like MVP is a mid card guy. Like no, it's MVP. And that had its own unique interests and everything.
I want to do say like on this like probably like the last year some change of him being in WWE the first time. Like I did hear a lot of MVP chant. Like he was a great wrestler. And he should have been like that, bro. We're gonna make so many videos because like I want to talk about like all the wrestlers that should have been bigger. No Diddy from the Ruthless Aggression era that kind of WWE fumbled the bag with and stuff. But MVP is up there on that list. So, did you pick who you wanted to win?
I want Bobby Lashley and Street Profits to win, but I also want to talk about the Street Profits. I don't know how everybody else feels. This is me personally. I'm tired of the Street Profits gimmick. I feel like now it's old, and I feel like I want the Street Profits to break up. I want them to do solo work because
there's money in Montez. There's money in Montez going solo.
Yeah, there is money in him. They can push Montez by himself if they find the right story for him. Everything he can be pushed, but they're keeping him at this level, and I don't want him to stay at that level because I remember I watched the Bianca and Montez show that was on Hulu.
Mm-hmm.
I watched this and I seen that of course it doesn't make sense. Although a lot of it could be scripted and shit, but it was I seen that it was insecurity in Montez when they came to talk about how Bianca could be bigger than him.
Oh wow.
And shit when it comes to stardom and shit, and it was even I think the first or second episode. I think it was the first episode where the kid had walked up in a restaurant and got an autograph from Bianca, and pretty much Bianca was like, "Oh, do you want Montez autograph too?" And shit, and Montez was like, "Yeah, man, I know it ain't as important as her, you know." But of course, the kid got an autograph from Montez, but he originally just wanted it from Bianca.
That was scripted.
Yeah, I definitely believe the scripted. Even it was another time. I think. Yeah, it was last year's WrestleMania and shit where Montez was trying to figure he was worried that thinking he wasn't gonna be on the WrestleMania card. So he was pretty much telling Bianca you don't have nothing to worry about because you're going to be on this WrestleMania card. But he was like, I don't know if I'm going to be on the WrestleMania card and shit like that. And like I said, I know a lot of this shit could be scripted, but I feel like there's a lot of truth to it. No disrespect to Montez, but Bianca is a bigger superstar. But they can push Montez to be on the same level as Bianca. They just need to find that shit for him.
Right. I'm about to. I gotta write something down real quick. I'm gonna say what I would like to say. 34 mark. All right. I agree wholeheartedly with everything you said. I mess with the Street Profits, but I feel like their time as a team is kind of running dry. I would love to see Montez Ford go out on his own, and no disrespect to Angelo Dawkins, I would love to see him go out on his own. I feel like if you get him with the right gimmick as well, and WWE plays everything off right, y'all can have a great Montez Ford versus Angelo Dawkins match at a WrestleMania or one of the big four. Well, either WrestleMania or SummerSlam.
Yeah,
most definitely, yeah, WrestleMania. So yeah, I remember watching the NXT takeover when they were still in the NXT, and I don't know who they were wrestling, but that man Montez Ford just broke out the freaking people's elbow out of nowhere. That shit was hard, bro. He has charisma, he could be. I feel like he could be a Rock type figure. Yes. So, and I feel like Angelo Dawkins,
likable.
Yes, he's very likable. And I feel like Angelo Dawkins, I feel like, shoot, maybe maybe that's we ain't seen it yet, but maybe there's money in him as well. I can't that episode of that reality show you was talking about to when Offset was in the Migos and he was dating Cardi B and Cardi B's checks was fatter than his and shit. But my pick for this to win, I want the Pride to win. I wish they would have picked another name, and I do like the Final Testament. You can have Karrion Kross, you can have them in promos, have them accompany each other to the ring and stuff. But you have Karrion Kross, start engaging his solo feuds with somebody, or try to go after the United States title or the world title. Have the Authors of Pain, when you get the tag team titles, tag team championship back on SmackDown, the Authors of Pain, eventually try to pursue those and have Paul Ellering accompany them, and of course have Scarlett Finance accompany Karrion Kross. So, yeah, I want the Pride to win, and I just want this feud to be over. I want Bobby Lashley to also get back into singles competition because like he's in his late 40s. I understand that black don't crack, but Bobby, I want to say like mid or late 40s and stuff. So like the time of him as a superstar could be running low as well. And I also want to say the same thing with AJ Styles as well. So I think those two need to be put in the best damn programs for the remainder of their duration and as full-time superstars.
Yeah, I mean, I agree because like it be hurting when like John Cena say by the nose, like when he do sit there and mention right, and he don't got that many years in him left to sit there and do that wrestling, like do WWE and shit. And pretty much like when he says like when he does show us a match, what you see is like his best he can give, and it is like, damn, bro, I'm old.
Oh no, that shit broke my heart when John Cena got destroyed by Solo, man. That shit broke my heart, bro.
Man, like this is really coming to the end. Like, bro, you're John Cena.
Right, like he's getting old and I'm getting old, so it just makes you make you feel some type of way, bro. Cause like you go like no Diddy shit, like you can just tell like in John Cena physique that like he wasn't like as buff as he was years ago and shit, and it's just crazy that what's up? What you said? I didn't hear you say again. Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, no, I say he's smaller than he used to be.
No Diddy. But yeah, like it just hurts a little bit that like our idols is getting older, man. Like John Cena getting up there in age.
Yeah, John Cena, Randy Orton,
Undertaker. So like it just
Jericho.
Oh yeah, Chris Jericho. I forgot he was in AEW. But like Chris Jericho, to be fair though, Chris Jericho like he still he can move like a lot. Like he still like he hasn't missed a step. So it's just man, I don't need a midlife crisis right now, Vic. So we gonna move. We are going to move to the next match, the final match, the main event: Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes for the undisputed WWE Universal Championship. And also, I want to say this before we begin: what would happen if Cody Rhodes beats Roman Reigns for the title? Because technically, it's still two titles, the WWE Championship and the Universal Championship. And will they retire the Universal title, or will they keep the two titles, active? Because technically there's 3 world championships, and if you want to count the NXT title, there's 4 active world championships in WWE.
I'm not sure. Like, yeah, cause I know. I know the undisputed. You have the undisputed and you have the WWE Championship. I feel like they may give them both to Cody. At the same time, I'm not sure how this gonna work.
They didn't think that through.
Yeah. Think about that. Yeah, think about that now. Yeah.
See, it would have been
because there were 3 belts originally. It was the red and blue one.
Mm-hmm. And
then that turned into the undisputed, right?
It was the WWE Championship and then the Blue Universal Championship. Oh, after Seth Rollins beat Bray Wyatt for the title. Whenever Bray Wyatt won the Universal title, he turned it like on the Firefly Funhouse. He turned it blue since it was on SmackDown. So, I don't know. Like, all right, so the Universal Championship. What's up?
All right, so if it's only it's the Blue Universal Championship and then WWE Championship.
Right.
So I think there is a WWE Championship. I think it is just undisputed.
Let me see. Cause I saw like a post somewhere the other day that like they was like counting Roman Reigns' total championship, and then they mentioned that he was still the Universal Champion. Cause like it just feels tacky to me, bro.
Yeah.
Universal Championship. Yeah, the Universal Championship is still active. Like what they should have did last year is split the fucking world titles up at last year's WrestleMania to make it easier. I don't know, but like getting to the verdict of who I want to win. I want Cody Rhodes to win. I feel like there's gonna be a lot of shenanigans. The bloodline, like it's probably some unseen forces that we might not see. I mean, that we might not be expecting. That we talked about in the last video.
I feel like there'll be blood. There's gonna be some blood and shit.
like oh man, my computer's freezing up. Okay, like I want Cody to win. I'm just curious to what's going to happen in the post Roman Reigns World Championship world with Cody being the champion. Like, will The Rock betray Roman Reigns? Will Seth Rollins betray Cody? Well, I feel like it's gonna be like some shit that we at least expect, and like they're going to do everything in their power to prevent like any leaks getting out. So Roman Reigns, maybe your time as WWE champion, Universal champion is up. You technically can't be undisputed champion if one title is still active, and then there's a whole other world championship on another brand, and then you got the NXT title if you count that. But Cody, I want Cody to win. You want to say something or something understood and then gotta be explained?
I definitely want Cody to win. I'm trying to think about how I would feel if Cody don't win, because I've seen arguments saying that they're gonna have Roman win because they want Roman to beat Hulk Hogan's record. But I also hear a lot of people say Roman doesn't really need to beat Hulk Hogan's record because his reign as champion so far is just interesting enough. It's iconic enough, so he doesn't need to beat the record for him to be known and shit.
Right. Because I think it's not how many days you are as champion. It's about what you do within the confines of those days that make your title reign memorable.
Yeah, and it's like I've seen people sit there and say, "Oh, like Cody can win at next year's WrestleMania.
Hell no.
They can stretch this out even more." And I'm like, I'm sorry, but realistically, they cannot stretch it out.
They cannot stretch that shit out.
This is the perfect time for everything, like for Cody to happen, because realistically, if Cody does not win, I just feel like a lot of people would give up on him. Yes. It wouldn't even be his fault. It would just be like, alright, but...
Okay, you didn't finish your story, but shoot, you making a lot of money, boy.
Yeah. It's like Cody definitely needs to wear... Because I ain't gonna lie, this match will make or break this WrestleMania for me.
Yeah. Because like everything is all my attention of everything that's going on WWE is this that has everybody's attention the most. So this should be a stinker. And everybody like this match be a stinker. The entire WrestleMania, in retrospect, years down the line, is gonna be a stinker. So Cody, finish your goddamn story, boy. Well, that ends our predictions. You want to say anything before we go? Give me. All right. You want to say anything before we go?
Roman is not winning. If Roman does win, then find me and we can fight about it.
Well, if he doesn't win, we can't cancel our WWE Network subscriptions because we get Peacock for free. So. Oh wait! Are you agreeing with me? You get it for free as well? I don't know. You should be able to since you have Xfinity.
We have the internet, but not the cable.
You should still be able to get it. I don't have cable with Xfinity. I just have internet, and it comes free with my bill.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll try that out.
Yeah, look into that. Yeah, most definitely look into that. But we're hopefully looking forward to a great weekend of some great wrestling. Hopefully this will be the greatest WrestleMania card of all time. You want to plug in your social media before we go, sir?
Yep, everybody should follow me at WXLPMC. That is XXLPMC at all platforms: TikTok, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, any other platform you can think of. If I'm not even on there yet, I may be on there at some point, so it'll be under the same username also.
All right, and you can just follow us Special Media on all our social media platforms: YouTube, Instagram, TikTok as well. Follow me at _Tokyo Scorpio on Instagram. We are Spectrum Media. Stay tuned and stay wavy. Peace out.